Alright, so the bike is fully warmed up. It's at a low idle now. When I first turn it on completely cold, I have to get the idle up a little bit to get it to turn on. Which I have a nibby carb, so it only requires turning it like a quarter turn, and then it fires right up. But after that, it fires up all day completely fine, which is weird because even if I let it sit for like 4 or 5 hours, it goes fine. So I'm thinking there might be something stuck in my petcock, and a petcock is not a pet penis. All right, it's not an at-home penis. It's a little thing that sticks out the fuel tank, and you plug that in to give fuel to your bike. I know it's a weird one, but it got me thinking of the idea of actually having a petcock. Could send it out on missions for you, like if you don't want to get up to piss or something. Anyways, this bike has been really fun. One of the major things that helped the ride was getting a new shock, actually, and replacing the stock shock. Just got one off Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. You also have to get spacers for each side. I highly recommend joining like the Chanda Riders and Hawk 250 groups on Facebook. That's where I've gotten most of my information, and obviously a lot of YouTube videos. But do some searches over there, you talk to the people over there, you'll be ready to go. Any Hawk related stuff. I'll be making videos, but this is my first motorcycle, my first time working on motorcycles, so I'm not exactly the best brains for the arts, B. But you guys are probably wondering what the fuck I've been up to and why I haven't streamed in the last like 3 or 4 months. Well, if you've been in the Discord or any of my social medias, you know what's going on, but I really haven't explained it on the YouTube channel, where a shocking amount of my community stays, which has always been weird to me because I've obviously always neglected YouTube, and I feel bad for that because I know there's a lot of people who choose to watch me on YouTube over anything else. But it's never been my favorite platform because it's the least engaging. I like to engage on an immediate way with people watching. So that's why I've always been heavy on the streaming side of things and a lot of social media stuff, because it's just fun to have that back and forth with people like live. But I realized that I've been neglecting YouTube a lot, and I got really sick a few months ago with my cluster headaches. If you guys don't know what those are, then I highly recommend Googling it. It's pretty interesting, I guess. But yeah, it's just really bad headaches that come in episodes for me. Luckily they're not super chronic, so I get them around once to twice a year, and it lasts about 1 to 2 months. But this time was a little bit different. It lasted like 2.5, 3 months, and was really bad. I don't know what did it this time. I don't know if it's because it's been so long since I've had one, but this attack lasted almost 3 months total, and I was getting hit with like 4 or 5 headaches a day, and they were really bad, man. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's regarded as the worst pain known to medical science. And yeah, that's kind of what I've been dealing with. It's like an after effect that I never really like to talk about this because it's kind of a weird spot for me, but there's like weird PTSD effects you get from it that for a while afterwards I feel very weird, and little things will like set off triggers that makes my body have like a weird reaction that I don't really get any other time. Like if I start feeling something weird in my head or in my face, even like any kind of pain, it like triggers a response in my body that thinks it's coming, like the headache cycle is coming, and I get real like irritable and anxious, and that's kind of what I've been dealing with lately. It's not the funnest thing in the world, but it's also not the worst. I don't want this to be a woe is me story, but we're getting back to the grind I think I'm gonna make motovlogging my main sauce. Might get back to sim race streaming a little bit, but I've noticed that Twitch just isn't really sustainable for me on a monetary level. If I could make it on YouTube and then be getting enough views to do that, or like make a living off YouTube, that would be awesome. And it would probably be the most sustainable thing for me long term. Because while I have made a living on Twitch at various points, it's never been for longer than like 6 months at a time where I've made what I would be able to call like a living, where I can pay for stuff just from my Twitch. So it's been a lot of struggling, a lot of barely getting by. If it wasn't for my support system around me, I don't know where the hell I would be. So shout out to the longtime viewers, shout out to all you guys sticking with me, Phoenix, Master Chief, everybody, Factress. I can't name everybody because you guys know you're out there, and there's so many of you. I'd feel so bad if I named like 15 names and then I forgot a few people. But trust me, I see you guys. I see the support. I feel it. And yeah, this is the journey we're going to be on for the near future. I don't know exactly what leads ahead, and as always, whenever I do these kind of like announcement style videos where I say I'm going to do something, and sometimes I don't do it, and that's a flaw of mine. I have a lot of big ideas and I have commitment issues. It's a theme in my life. But there's one thing that I don't struggle with, it's taking accountability. Almost to a fault. I kind of just let it be what it is. Like, oh, I fucked up and I guess I'm just going to fuck it up. Well, this time I'm not going to fuck it up. If there is anything to fuck up, I won't fuck it up. At least I hope not, but I don't think I will. Man, this thing is fun to slam through the gears. You know what they say? It's more fun to ride a slow bike fast than it is to ride a fast bike slow. Working on the quick shifting. I'm getting a little bit better, but every now and then screw it up. Oh, I hate this merge. Not this merge, but this turn. People never bother looking. So the helmet I got is the Sidisi Strata 2, and it's a super nice helmet. I would highly recommend it. I got it at Cycle Gear. I returned my old helmet and got this one. The guy behind the counter was super nice. He told me that they normally can't take back helmets that are used like that, but he let me do it anyway. So that was cool. And yeah, it's got a few things that I really like about it. It's got super big cushiony earpieces, so my headset fits in perfectly. Doesn't move around in my head at all. Has the built-in sun visor. on the inside with the clear visor on the outside. So it's perfect for me. One time I got caught home on my old helmet. I got caught riding home in the dark, and my old helmet has a really dark visor, so I had to have it up just to be able to see, and man, that killed my eyes. They were so dried out. Oh, look at that Porsche. Get stuck in third. That was weird. I have to adjust my clutch. I lost a bolt as on my clutch. It fell out one day and I replaced it with another one. It's worked fine ever since, but it just feels a little bit different. Man, look at that thing. A wide body 911, I think. Woo. Man, I hope you guys can hear how girthy that sounds. You would think I walked into an episode of Black Raw. The guy in the truck's got his hand out the window like he's mad that the Porsche is riding his ass, but he's in a Porsche, buddy. Like, how about you just go faster? I hate when people do that thing, like they put their hand out the window like, what do you want me to do? Go faster? Like, it's obvious what he wants you to do. Woo! That backfire. Of course, that truck didn't use a blinker till the last second either. Oh, he's showing off. He's showing off. That thing's smoking. I gotta be careful. I can't try to keep up with him. This bike is not a Porsche equivalent in the slightest. Maybe if the Porsche was towing an RV. Woo. Oh man, people are going so slow. I love weekends around here. Somebody's having a party. Oh, is he gonna pass? He looks like he's gonna start passing people. He's getting frustrated. I'm getting frustrated for him. But at the same time, we gotta share the roads with everybody. This isn't our personal playground. I understand he's sitting in a Porsche and he definitely wants to go fast. And the person in front of him is not letting them go fast. There's a Tesla in front of that Subi. So I'm sure it would go a little bit faster. But it all depends on the person driving, right? You see a lot of people in super fast cars that are going like 45 miles an hour on the highway. And then you look and it's like a person who's probably too old to drive. But yeah, looks like we're gonna be stuck in traffic behind everyone who's going slow in this neighborhood, so hope you guys enjoyed this little mini moto vlog. If you have any suggestions on things to improve, please let me know. This is still my first day doing this kind of thing. I know I did some live vlogs on the e-bike, but I have since sold that and moved on to the brap lifestyle. Oh, I felt cringy to say. I don't know why I said that. But peace out, y'all.